Keefer, reporting for Kids First. I just got back from my vacation in the Arctic, and boy, am I ready to review some movies. You know, visiting the Arctic reminded me how beautiful nature is. The animals, the snow, the ice. I just wish there was a film out there to show how important the Arctic is. Wait. Aha! Here's one. This is Splash Entertainment's first feature film, Norm of the North. This is a good film to start out the new year.
Go! Wait for it.
Geez, they don't call this place a concrete jungle for nothing.
Norm of the North.
Dinner.
This is an abnormally ambitious film from Splash Entertainment. Norm, played by Schneider, is a polar bear who can communicate with humans, but his home is threatened by Mr. Green, played by Jeong. So Norm has to journey to the concrete jungle, New York City, to convince people to save his home, the Arctic. Now, being Splash Entertainment's first feature film, I was excited to see what they were going to do. And while this film is not revolutionary, I believe it's a great start for Splash Entertainment's movie-making journey. Lionsgate gave them an opportunity, and they took advantage of it. The comedy is hit and miss. I will admit that this film is not really pointed towards audiences like me, because it's full of childish party humor, but young audiences can really enjoy that. When I was sitting in the theater, kids were laughing their butts off. They really enjoyed the film. So it just goes to show you that comedy is diverse. I feel like the moral of the story is nature belongs to the animals. For a kids film, this is a subtle message about global warming, and they actually do a good job of showing that. I feel like Norm's motives are very sincere, and even though it's not in your face about the message, I feel like with the story, characters, and comedy, I feel like that it's squeezed in there very nicely. My favorite character is Mr. Green, played by Jeong. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, I really do appreciate his comedy in this film. The voice actor, Ken, does a great job. He's a hilarious comedian, and also the design of Mr. Green is very much like a snake. He's always slithering from place to place, much like a businessman would. Sorry for the people who are fans of Shark Tank. The animation is colorful and fluent. For an independent company like Splash Entertainment, I feel like the animation quality lived up to companies like Blue Skies, the creators of Ice Age and Rio. It was very colorful. I love the fur on Norm. It was very detailed, and the Arctic just looks beautiful. I give this 4 out of 5 stars and recommend it to 3 through 12-year-olds. I believe this film represents something bigger than what people take it for. This is an independent animation company that was given a chance by a bigger company to create a film for the big screen. And it just goes to show you that even though you may not be the biggest polar bear in the crowd, you can still make a great big splash. I'm Keefer, reporting for Kids First, and Splash Entertainment, I can't wait to see what you're going to create next.